Hey, what's going down, good people? Mark Wrestling once again with another video, and in this case, another tier list video. I haven't done a tier list video in quite a while, and the last two tier list videos I did, you guys really enjoyed them, so I was like, hey, let me go bust another one out. This time, we're going to be talking about Becky Lynch's NXT title reign, her women's championship title reign. As we just saw at NXT and Halloween Havoc Night 1, she lost the championship to Lyle Valkyrie. And granted, Becky Lynch, she was champion for, I believe, 40 days, like legitimately 40 days. Was her title reign great or was her title reign bad? So we're going to go through all her matches during her title reign. I'm going to give you guys my full honest thoughts on her title reign. By the way, I didn't say this at the beginning of the video. I meant to say this, but before I get into it, yesterday I uploaded my Crown Jewel predictions. So if you haven't checked that out, I'm going to make sure I put it in the link below. So you can go ahead and click the link if you want to go see it, if you haven't already. But nonetheless, we're going to kick things off. The first match on this tier list, I tried to put them in the best order I could, but it was Becky and Natalya on Raw. This was coming off the heels of Becky winning the championship for Tiffany Stratton on the NXT show. And that was a really good match as well. But Becky and Natalya, I feel like with this being her first match on the tier list, I'm gonna put this as a C. And the reason why, I honestly felt like the match was solid at best. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad in any way, shape, or form. Like it wasn't the worst match of neither women's careers. You know what I mean? But in a sense, it could have been way better than expected. So that's why I'm putting it as a C. Next on the list, we got Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch. This was their Extreme Rules match. This was at the NXT No Mercy pay-per-view. Yeah, and Tiffany wanted to get her championship back, with this being the rematch. And I'm actually putting this as an A, man. This was easily one of the best matches of the night. The whole entire pay-per-view as a whole was really, really good. But in this case, there was a reason that Tiffany and Becky main evented the show. There was a reason why they were the last match to go on the show. And this match, despite Tiffany losing, Tiffany, this match showed this girl's gonna definitely go in places. Like when her time comes and she goes to the main roster, I'm telling you, man, Tiffany, y'all were sick and tired of Charlotte Flair. You can say Tiffany is somewhat the next version of Charlotte Flair. Now, I'm not saying she is Charlotte Flair, but in a way, her potential is very high. Like I expect her to do big things, and in this match, she showed that she can go. And Becky, she showed that she can go. I mean, we all knew she can go, but she really showed she can go to the extreme lengths to defend and retain her title. Next on the list, we got Tegan Knox and Becky Lynch on Raw. And, I got to give Becky Lynch props. I think this match was pushed back because Becky wasn't medically cleared at the time because of her match with Tiffany. But I say the match was solid. If you go back and watch the Raw match, I think I said not Tiffany, but Tegan put on a solid effort. And, yeah, but it wasn't enough to beat Becky. So, you know, Becky retained the title, and that was pretty much that. Next on the list, we got Becky versus Indy. This was on Raw as well, and yeah, yes, I'm putting this as a C as well. I just thought the match was solid at best. And I even said it with Indy too. Like Indy put on a solid performance, but again, it just wasn't enough to beat the man Becky Lynch. And I like the story they told in this match. Obviously Indy never lost the championship, so she wanted to get another title shot. And speaking of title opportunities and stuff like that, we'll get more into that at the end of the video. But obviously the final match on this list, and as you see here, Becky only had 5 matches as champion, and she had obviously more matches like on the dark match, but those were dark matches. But this was Live Valkyrie and Becky. This was recently at Halloween Havoc. I'm putting this match definitely as an A. I didn't watch the match. Actually, I'm gonna put this as a. Well, no, I'm gonna keep it as an A. My opinion. I forgot to also mention this at the start of the video. This tier list is just my opinion. How I feel about this match is just my opinion only. You may think otherwise, and that's okay. But you know, I didn't watch the match live when it happened. I watched the match like the day after, the morning after, and I gotta say this was a really good match as well. Lara is similar with Tiffany, man. She has potential to be something huge on the main roster. I think she is very talented as well. But this was a really good match, man. And Becky put her over big time, and I think that's the status quo, and that's the main theory or the main idea behind this entire Becky Lynch title reign. That yeah, she didn't have like a lot of the matches were solid at best. Like her title reign, I feel like was solid at best, as you see on this tier list. But at the end of the day, what Becky was doing with the NXT Championship, trying to get more women over, trying to help out the women more. I mean, look at it. Like women like Tegan Knox. People like Indy Hartwell, and trust me, Xia Lee. Women who weren't really featured on TV throughout the year. Now they're being featured. You can definitely say in a prominent role. With Becky Lynch, because it's Becky Lynch. And I'm telling you, man, like there definitely would have been more had Becky kept the championship. I could have seen her defend the title against like Roxanne Perez even, or just Kiana James. Like there's so many other women, but that's what I really liked about this title reign. Like yeah, were the matches not great? Like were they the greatest of all time? No, but just the fact that she was able to help put the women over, rather be a win or a loss. That's what matters at the end of the day. And Becky, you know, should get a lot of credit for what she did in this title reign. But I don't want to keep this video too long. Let me know in the comment section, how did you guys feel as Becky Lynch's champion? Was she a great NXT Women's Champion? Was she a terrible? How did you feel about her title reign and all that? Let me know in the comment section. And yeah.